just want to say I'm thankful, I'm grateful that there is a young lady like her that really wants to give back and continues to give back. Please, please, let's give Councilwoman of the Central Ward, Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins, a rousing round of applause.
Thank you so much.
We love you, Gayle.
Oh, thank you. The love listen, the love is in this room, and I can't tell you how filled I am right now. Coming down here this evening, I was thinking of what to say and how to say it. And the one thing that kept sticking in my mind was unity and caring about the next person and helping the next person, because that is what Joe and Martha imparted to me and my sisters. First of all, I want to thank all of the people who lent their names as chairpersons to this event. Senator Torricelli, Senator Nia Gill, Senator Ronald Rice, Cleopatra Tucker, Assemblywoman, I know they're, and Ralph Caputo, I know they're at an event up in Bloomfield that is of great urgency. But to Senator Ruiz, who had to leave, and certainly to my dear friend and sister warrior, Speaker Sheila Oliver. I said to her, I don't call you Speaker Emeritus, because we don't say former President Bill Clinton or former President Richard Nixon. We say President Richard Nixon, so you're always going to be Speaker. And also to Council President Don Bradley, former Council President Don Bradley. You know, in the climate that we're in now, we have to raise each other up, and we have to hold each other's hands, and we have to move forward together. Because if we're not together, then we're not going to make sure that everyone gets there. And if everyone doesn't get there, then what are we all here for? The world is already suffering too much from, I have mine and I don't care if you have yours. And that's why it's important that we fight to make sure that we stay unified. This building is a testimony to the gentleman who is also a co-chair, Mayor Sharp James. He stayed unified in his thought and his desire to make sure that this type of edifice got built. And as Governor Leslie Ann said, I'm so touched that you came, and I'm truly honored because you helped us fight to make sure that Port Authority was not ripping us off. And through that effort, the council and the mayor joining together, we were able to bring $1 billion into this city. We were able to bring Prudential. We were able to build the Rock. We were able to have Newark have absolute sounds of the city. We were able to have a nightlife. We were able to...
Hi, my name is Vonda McPherson. I'm the owner of Vonda's Kitchen and also Duke Southern Table. And I just wanted to express how I feel about Gayle Channeyfield. I think Gayle is an amazing person, let alone council person. But I think she's an amazing woman for what she does for women in this arena of Newark, because it is an arena. And so I am so proud of her, and anything that she does or asks of me, I'm willing to do, because she supports, she encourages, every woman that I've ever met always has such love for her. So I am just enthused. I love Kevin. I love Gayle. And I just really want to support her because her work is amazing. And anything that I've ever asked of her from the support staff of just being in the West Ward, she's always done or tried to help me find a solution to my need. So with that, I just like to congratulate her and to let her know that I love her and appreciate her. And I really do think that she has, this is just the beginning. I think Gayle is going to be an amazing politician, if you will, in politics for a long time. This is by far just the beginning of what the road will be for her. So I congratulate her in advance because she's an amazing woman. Thank you.
We're able to have a place like this, and that's why it was so important, so we could look out at the waterfront and what's going to happen there. Senator Torricelli, the late Frank Laudenberg, Senator Corzine. I mean, those people brought money into the city because Sharp James was not the cheerleader. He was the engineer of making sure that this city got developed. And the council worked in partnership, and that's what it's about. It's about a unified partnership between the mayor and the council. And when the mayor and the council come together, it transforms any city. Cleveland was called a mistake by the way. And look at it now. When you work together, you can do anything. And I am so blessed to have some gentlemen that I work with, and I want to call them up. Amiba Ramos, Councilman of the North Ward, Councilman at Large, Louis B. Donna, Councilman Joe McCullum. You know, over the last year, we've done some phenomenal things together, and I'm extremely proud of them. But one of the things I'm proudest of that we did together is that our council, along with the Freeholder Board represented by Freeholder Levy Jones here, we voted to fight and to work and to save St. Michael's Hospital.
Gayle, for over 40 years, St. Michael's has been the center of my life. And working in this community has been something I've wanted to do since childhood. Without you, I would have lost essentially everything that was important to me outside of my own family. I can only thank you, and I know all of the other doctors and our patients will be forever in your debt. You're a truly great woman, and you have wonderful friends, and we love you all. Thank you so much.
That was done because my colleagues and I believed that we could not afford to have another hospital closed on our watch. And they fought valiantly with me. And they made sure that we had 9 votes to save St. Michael's. And when I see a Dave Ritchie standing back there, who shepherded the whole transition and kept Trinity in line and made sure that the hospital was saved. And when I see 3 unions represented here from the St. Michael's Hospital.
I'm Sue Cleary. I'm the president of District 1199J, National Union of Hospital and Healthcare Workers. And I'm here in honor of our good friend Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins, who has been a champion for St. Michael's Hospital, where we have over 400 members. She's been with us every step of the way. And I couldn't be anyplace else tonight but standing with my sister and our good friend, a real fighter for workers and for the community.
You know, to get 3 unions to combine and work together, we say, we, not Gayle, we work together as the legislative branch of the city of Newark to make sure, along with our counterparts at the Freeholder Board, we work together to make sure that we kept a hospital here that's going to invest $50 million into the city, And we saved $20 million of small business opportunities, but most importantly, there are families who are going to be able to go home knowing that their jobs are certainly intact because we work together. And I thank my brothers for working together with me. We don't always agree, and that's the world. And I just want to say that my mother used to say, if you got two people in the room and they agree on everything, you got one person in there too many. One of y'all need to get the hell out. Because I can look myself in the mirror and tell myself yes all day long. But I love my guys. They work with me. They help me. They protect me. And we work together on issues. We work together on issues surrounding the city because it's about unity. It is about us unifying the parents of the education system. We're not pitting public school against choice. We're working to bring them together. We're working to bring them together. I see some parents here in the room. I see our newly elected board member, Ms. Kim Gaddy. I see her. I saw Ryan Hill. I saw Sydney. I saw them. I see people here who represent public school. Because, brother, you know what? We're all in this together. Our job is to make sure every child that wakes up in the city of Newark and goes to any school that their parent chooses for them to go to gets a quality education that will make them be able to compete globally around the world. So we don't, me and my brothers, we don't get into that negativity of what's going on in politics today. We're not about politics personality. We're not about retribution politics. Because I always tell everybody, you can come for me, but I'm going to tell you, when you get there, you are going to leave. You are going to leave with half of what you came with. Okay? And that's if I let you leave. Because I love that movie Kill Bill, that scene where the young lady shows that she can pull that heart out. I learned that trick, fellas. I learned that trick. I can do it quite well. But it's about unity. I see the gentlemen from the Indian Business Association. They're going to be here at Genova Burns on Thursday. And they're going to be talking about bringing businesses to the city of Newark.
Good evening. My name is Rod Mustinellis. I represent the Newark Cab Association of the Newark Taxi Organization. I'd just like to come out here to thank Gayle for all the good job she's doing up there as a councilwoman, and we would love for her to continue being up there because she represents us real strong. When I say strong, she's no woman to be joking around with. She's sincere, and she's somebody that's a go-getter, and she's going to continue doing a good job for us, and that's why I'm here to support her. And any event that she has, I'm right there. We're all here. Newark Cab Association is definitely here to represent. And Gayle, we're doing a good job, and we want you to be back there again. Thank you.
They have a lot of businesses in the city of Newark right now. But when Satish and Duran and those guys talk about businesses, I had an interesting conversation with Ben Corman and Kevin Collins talking about what's going to happen at the baseball stadium. That's important. Today, Carolyn Kelly Shabazz, you will be so proud. My brothers and I, along with Mildred Crump, we signed a letter asking the mayor to make sure that he dedicates formally the street for Don King, who has been so generous to the citizens of the city of Newark for over 40 years. Over 40 years. Who's giving up himself and without a second thought. So to have that street formally named, and it'll be by the Prudential Center, the house that Sharp built. That's what I call it, the house that Sharp built. And Resniak paid for it. Okay. And that Resniak paid for it, but I remember Resniak sent me a bill too to the council. Okay, so we're even now. That was fair exchange, no problem. Okay, but it is about us being united. I'm so glad to see a mosaic of people in this room, to see a Felicia Singleton, who is a tenant advocate, and seeing Keith Bernard in here, who's in charge of Newark Housing Authority. There was a time when Felicia used to stalk Keith. Used to chase him around the city of Newark. Now they're working together. Because that's what it's about. We gotta work together. It's about unity, folks. It's about us putting aside petty differences. It is about us coming together. It is about us working on the future. Gayle Muhammad left out of government to go work with the unions again. Patty McGuire, my girl Sue McCleary, over there working with the unions. Janessa is here. I mean, the nurses, they stayed the course. They didn't give up and say, we're going to walk out of here because we're not sure what's going to happen with our jobs. They stayed, and because of that, they gave quality care to the patients. And it is important that we make sure that St. Michael's thrives. So tell everybody the doors have been shut. We need the patients to go over there. We need the quality care that they provide to be given to everyone.
Hi, we'd like to say hello and welcome and to Gayle Channeyfield, that we're happy to be here representing St. Michael's. This is Janessa Union, and we're just so happy and grateful for everything that she's done for our hospital and for our community, and we're having a great time here tonight.
Thank you for your support, Gayle. We love you, Gayle. We love you, and we want you to be next mayor of Newark. We backed you like you backed us.
That's right.
Thank you.
Right.
And then I'm so glad to see young people in this room.
The Urban League of Essex County Young Professionals stands with Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins and all of her philanthropy and all of her time, all of her talent that she gives to the city of Newark. She's not just an elected official, but she is a great advocate and a great community person. My name is Jason Grove. I am president of the Urban League of Essex County Young Professionals. Thank you so much, Gayle, for all the support that you've given to our organization and just a strong advocate for us that you've been in the community. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless.
When I see a Crystal Fonseca, when I see a Chris James in this room, when I see the young people, it's not about me. It's not about us. Sidney James, I mean, it's about you all. But it's about us placing the mantle in your hand like I had it placed in mine. It's about the clergy stepping forward and speaking truth to power. Bishop Jethro James, my husband-in-law. See, I say that because he's standing right next to Kevin, so it's okay. So before y'all go back and say, oh, Gayle's a bigamist, it's okay. All right? Reverend Joe Carter, Reverend Ron Slaughter, Reverend Reverend Ramos, Leslie Ramos, who stood with the St. Michael, Reverend Dr. Perry Simmons, who stood with the St. Michael's Coalition and said this hospital will not close. And you know, somebody said, now that all the consultants have been paid, and now we can get back to the business of the hospital. Well, the consultants got paid, but they did a job well done. But it was always about the hospital. It was always about all of us sticking our necks out to make sure that we fought the powers that be. Because it's about unity. I see some new developers who are here in the house that are renovating homes, apartment buildings. I just heard about one from another gentleman, and it's all good. So I just want to humbly say that I thank you all for rearranging your schedule to be with me this evening. I want to thank my staff.
Hi, my name is Mina Muhammad, and I am the legislative aide for Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins, and I'm also on her WIN committee. She is such an awesome, awesome leader. I love her dearly. I want to say congratulations tonight to you, Gayle, for such a beautiful turnout, very successful fundraiser. I know you was nervous, but we pulled it off, baby. All for you, Gayle. All for you. And we look to do much, much more stronger, positive, productive things in the community. We got your back. That you can count on. Congratulations, sweetie.
And Marion Bolin, I know you would appreciate this. I have had them running. I've had them on lockdown. They were in solitary confinement. I did give them bread and water. But I gotta tell you, they gave me their best. They left it on the ground. They left it on the ground for me because I said I need to make sure that I have a big show. And I needed a big showing so that I could tell all of you that from the bottom of my heart, Dr. Chenoweth and Dr. Norma Ray, you guys are taking care of us. And I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, Joe Facone, who's taking care of the city's finances, and Wally, who's helping me straighten out mine. Woo! Yeah, let us pray. Let us pray. But certainly, I would be remiss if I did not talk about the women in Newark, who is an organization that Ami, Crystal, Jackie, Niecy, Nina, Emily, I see Maritza, who else, Jackie? Kathy Willis. Kathy Willis, where are you at? The World Travel. All right, Catherine Willis. I just can't say enough about the fact that, you know, Marion helped me put some things into perspective about schools. And she said, Gayle, I got my head chopped off when I did a school within a school. So with that, I just want to say, you all have helped me get this far. You all have helped me get this far. And I thank you. And I see my first my campaign manager, Lionel Leach, she's somewhere in this building. Did he step out? Oh, okay. But I see Chris Volman in the back. But my team, I just want to say thank you. I love you. Keep for the flowers. But I just got to say, I just want one person to come up here. Kevin Jenkins. I love my husband. And, you know, I always tell Kevin and I were actually introduced by two of the strangest people, the combination together. We were introduced by Carl Sharif and Ray Cody. Now go figure that, okay? And I always tell Kevin that, and Maritza, you know this, because we used to have those meetings, Oscar, you certainly remember. And I said, you know, Kevin, one day when we were talking, I said, you know why we fell in love? Anthony, you can appreciate this. I said, you know why we fell in love, Kevin? And I said, because God knew that you and I in the city of Newark together, if we had ever gone to war, it would have been like Godzilla and King Kong. I love you, honey, and we're coming up on celebrating our 20th anniversary. 21 years together, been a hell of a ride, and I enjoy it, and I love you too.
Love her.
I love you, right. I just want to say thank you to everyone that is here, everyone that's on their way. Thank you. But most importantly, Betty Grayson, Diane Johnson, you all would appreciate this. Chrissy Davis-Jackson, you all know when I say unity, I really mean that. We have got to unify our city. We have got to put aside our differences because we have so much more in common than we do that separates us. We have to work together. We have to put the citizens first, right, Terrence Baines? Right, City of King, that's what you're teaching in Newark leadership. We have to work together and make this city a better place. And people like Hayden Simmons, Harold Edwards, they're helping to make this city a better place. And we have to do it together, and we cannot let anything stop us, because there's no stopping us now. Thank you all. God bless. I love you.
Okay, I just want to talk about Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins. She's my council person, and I love her dearly. She's done more for me, and I've been a district leader for over 20 years in the Central Ward. In Society Hill, she is my neighbor, and she's done more for me in the short period that she's been in office than any other council person has ever done. She's accessible, she's there for me, and I'm there for her whenever she needs me to do. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to congratulate Gayle. I'm so proud of her. I've been knowing her for a number of years. Her husband, Kevin, she is definitely the woman of the hour in my book. I love you, Gayle. I always love you. If there's anything that I can do for you or to help you in your endeavors, please let me know. Love you.
Congratulations, Councilwoman.
Councilwoman Channeyfield, it's a pleasure to be here to enjoy myself and share this moment together with you. May God continue to bless you and may you grow in what you're doing. I'm very proud to have you as my Central Ward Councilwoman. God bless.
First of all, it's a pleasure being here. Councilwoman Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins has been a great asset to the city of Newark. I've been here in the Central Ward for the last 17 years. Under the Sharp James administration, under the Cory Booker administration, and I could definitely say that she's been, one of the biggest Central Ward advocates in the last 2 decades that I've been alive. I think there's only, better improvement. I think she has a bright future. I've been dealing with Central Ward residents as well as seniors for the last 17 to 20 years, and I can say that, overall, she's been a great asset. I love you, Gayle. I think, you're going to do a great job moving forward. You're going to make the Central Ward as well as the city of Newark a much better and brighter place to live. I live in the Central Ward, and at the end of the day, I'm definitely supporting you 100%.
Here in support of Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins. I love you, Queenie. You're the best Central Ward councilwoman around. Love you. Mwah.
I want to say congratulations to Councilwoman Jenkins for many decades of exemplary service, not only to the Central Ward, but to the entire city of Newark. The ward and this city has been blessed immeasurably by her leadership, and I'm just honored and excited to be with her this evening to support her and to support her continued service to our city.
This message is for Gayle Channeyfield. And you notice I did not say Councilwoman Gayle Channeyfield. When you've known her for 30 years or more, I show up today not for the councilwoman, but for the true woman. Gayle Channeyfield is a sister, a mother, a friend to all. And we're here tonight to support you and to tell you that we are here for the lady and for the love and for the leadership that you bring to the city of Newark. And then for that, I say, march on, Gayle, march on. Thank you.
My name is Larry Muhammad, and me and Gayle are longtime friends since she's 11 years old. I'm a few months older than she is. I watched Gayle grow from a small, tiny, skinny young lady to a very beautiful, blossoming young woman now. There's nothing I won't do for her legally. Sometimes he had me doing illegal things, but she's the light of my heart. You know, there's nothing I couldn't. To say something about Gayle would be an injustice because there's so much I can say about Gayle. And I'd just like to say thank you and looking forward to being with you for the rest of my life. Who knew? Martha and Joe will be very, very proud. Haria, Nudula, and Peggy. See you later, sweetheart.
Oftentimes I share my story about how the village of the city of Newark helped my grandmother to raise me. As I grew older and grew through Newark Public Schools and got involved and started working in government, I was blessed in my young adulthood to have another part of the village touch me, in that of Gayle Channeyfield-Jenkins. Working with Gayle back in 2006 was the first time I had an opportunity to really work on a campaign in the city of Newark. And boy, did I learn a lot. But interestingly enough, before working for Gayle in 2006, I had the opportunity to have her friendship, mentorship, guidance, love, and support at a very challenging time in my life in 2005. At a time when I wasn't even believing in myself, Gayle believed in me. At a time when I couldn't see how I was going to be able to grow my career in government and in public service, Gayle kept continuing to encourage me, and she shared with me how Jesus often took those who had struggled the most and made them the hero. It was the story with Paul, who Jesus turned from Saul into Paul, and so many other stories that you hear of. I am blessed to have your friendship, your love, your guidance, your fussing, your keeping it real, keeping it straight talk with me as a mother, as a sister, as a mentor, and more importantly, my friend. Thank you for holding arms with me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving this city and counting it not robbery to share yourself as a person who has grown through the ranks back to the village so that all of us can come along and serve our God and our community in the same way. No More is more proud, greater cheerleader, biggest advocate for you than me. And that will remain the same for as long as I am alive and breathing and can talk to tell a story. I love you. And I am Sophania Nicole Searcy.